Thank you for staying with us. You're watching Newsfeed, the PM edition. South Africa urgently needs to close the gap between the skills that are in high demand from employers in the private sector compared to the curriculum at the institutions of higher learning. That's one of the resolutions made at the National Dialogue on the Future of Work in South Africa, hosted by Tshwane University of Technology in Pretoria.
The gathering brought together academics, industry experts, government officials and students to discuss South Africa's future of work. The two-day dialogue discussed topics ranging from harnessing technological skill sets required by modern labor markets, transforming education curriculum in higher learning institutions, innovation and entrepreneurship.
I think we have all the basics in place. As a country, we have the National Development Plan, and if you like, implicit in that plan are the numbers and the skills that we require to move forward. We have the presidential 4IR strategy, which makes clear that we as a country do not want to miss the bus again and become bystanders and spectators at a time of tremendous technological revolution.
Skills development dominated discussions with industry leaders, raising concerns about the wide gap between the skills that institutions of higher learning offer and those that the labor markets demand.
There is a definite gap between what private enterprise is looking for and what our institutions are producing, and whether that's from a college or from a university. And what we do find is there's a challenge between creating that awareness within the academic institutions of what private enterprise has and are doing to try and close that gap.
The Department of Higher Education says there is a need to transform the curriculum in tertiary institutions in an era defined by rapid technological advancements.
To ensure that our educational institutions remain relevant, effective, they must adapt to rapidly evolving demands of the modern workforce and the dynamic nature of the industries that they serve. Higher education needs to transform its curricula to align with the skill sets as required by the Fourth Industrial Revolution. This means, amongst others, incorporating interdisciplinary courses that integrate technology, business acumen, and critical thinking.
The discussions also called for an inclusive approach in getting diverse South Africans participating in jobs for the future.
It's important that people living with disability, minority groups, women and youth must also participate fully in the future of works, as the title says. It's really important that they must be provided with all the resources to be able to access resources that can be able to provide them with the job opportunities.
Students also got to share their frustrations with lack of experiential training.
There are gatekeepers in the industry, people who have experience. They don't want to teach those interns real work. So after the period of internship, the companies don't adopt those interns. They say they've played their part.
The private sector says it's important that the youth is exposed to work opportunities that are now in demand.
We have days where we bring kids from school, where we expose them to engineering, to environmental sciences, to data science, to innovation, to technology development. And they spend a day looking and listening to people that work in that industry. And I think that if I could have that in my life when I was young, I think it would have inspired me. But also would have shown you that there's a career that's different, that's global, that is, creates jobs.
Artificial intelligence has also become a topic of interest for postgraduates.
I'm developing an AI audit framework which will be used by internal auditors in the public sector, specifically for municipalities, because public sector is still behind in terms of AI.
Delegates call for greater collaboration between government and the private sector, including increasing investment in technology. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Yolanda Mshat in Pretoria.